Good morning.
Good morning.
I see you're holding on to your emotional support cuppa.
For dear life.
What have we got in there today?
A lot of coffee. That is like my head's worth of coffee. And it's,
I went cold.
Yeah, I've turned into, when you're young, you're like, why are adults having hot drinks in the summer? Now I am adult. It's the only way you know you're an adult.
Yeah, it's a good way. I've actually got my Capricorn is only 10 and he's always been into like hot tea and hot coffee. It's really adorable, and a little one. And he's like really wired all the time anyway, so it doesn't make that big of a difference. But that really sort of shows us a little insight about Capricorns.
Yes.
Big love to Capricorns out there. Capricorn. Book us. Even in this economy, Capricorns are still doing all right.
I love Capricorns. And it's Capricorn full moon. Happy full moon.
Happy full moon in Capricorn. What are your plans? For the full moon in Capricorn. Surviving. I see
surviving. Exactly. That is my plan. Yeah, that is. I've not really got any witchy plans because it's been very hard to plan anything at the moment, just because of life being as it is. However, it'll be an impulsive one, which is very un-Capricorn. Have an impulsive. But it will be lovely to see the moon later. And I went to this beach yesterday, and I thought it would be lovely to see the full moon over the sea, Capricorn and Cancer combined. But I don't know if that's going to happen. We'll see.
It might. I think Capricorns do have not an impulsive side, but a spontaneous side.
Yes, true.
Because they can very quickly calculate if something works for them or if it doesn't work for them.
Yes.
So they'll jump on. I was revealing to my family right after revealing to you and our viewers that I'm going to do Witchfest, and it was my Capricorn that said, "Can I come with you?" And I said, absolutely. It's so much more fun. It's a long drive. It's so much more fun with somebody that talks 24/7. But I thought that's so interesting in a household full of Pisces.
Yeah.
Everybody intuitive. Everybody sort of connected with their witchy side. It's actually the Capricorn who's thinking, I wonder if they sell crystals there.
Yeah.
I'm getting in the car for a 4.5-hour drive. If there's a crystal shop on the end of it, and I'm really on board with that.
They will be selling crystals. I have every faith in that. But it's true. If I want to do something, it'll be my Capricorn friends that'll be up for doing it without a doubt. If something is, they're the ones are your ride or die, they'll get up and do it.
Absolutely. And you also know with Capricorns that if the idea is really bad, like it has to be really bad, but they'll tell you.
Oh yeah. Definitely. And you might be a bit bummed, but you're actually right.
Yeah. The Aries with the antlers and the Capricorn with the antlers has always been a source of fascination for me.
Yeah. Some of the people I love the most are Capricorn, which is interesting because up until being an adult, I didn't know any Capricorns. I remember being about 20 odd and going, I don't know any Capricorns. It was really, maybe I was totally so ungrounded.
Yeah.
That a Capricorn. And since then I've got some people that I really adore, really close to me, and they're just wonderful, rich, deep, lovely, fun company. It's just,
yeah. So within the alternative community, I know where the Pisces are. The Pisces are like the dreamers, the psychics, the healers. I know where the Aries are. The Aries are the leaders, the business owners. Where are the Capricorns in the alternative? Because it's not a very alternative star sign. Where do they sit in the alternative community?
Well, I can only say for the ones that I know, musicians, writers, and jewelry makers. That's the ones I know. Yeah, the crafters, the ones that create something from the
something from something, whereas the Pisces create something from nothing. Yeah, the Capricorns create something from something,
and then the Aries fall over it. What was
that? Who put that there?
I was watching Axl Rose at the weekend on the Ozzy Osbourne final concert, and he was just tripping over absolutely nothing, like several times. I was watching him go, you beat me on clumsiness.
I love that. I love seeing those stars still rock and rolling.
Oh yeah, it was brilliant. Steve Tyler, 76, 77. He was sounding amazing. I just excellent behavior.
Well, it wasn't supposed to sound smooth in the first place, so he's kind of stepped into it now. So I've got 2 Capricorn projects, which
Excellent.
how garbage I am at getting anything off the ground is insane. And that is thanks to that little Capricorn gift of collaborating, by which I mean offloading the chores to other people who are more capable at getting from A to B, never mind Z.
Yeah.
So last night, Amanda, my friend that does the oils with me, another whole batch
oils
already on its way to me. So another whole batch. This is still like batch A, still working hard. I've had this bottle now since we launched, 7 months, still using it all the time. Works so well. And because it's the wealth oil, we waited for the Capricorn full moon to do the second batch. We were gonna do it on the 8th, but there was a void moon or something really bonkers that made everything so Amanda said, I'm not really comfortable, let's do it on the 9th. So that is on its way to me. And then I'm collaborating with Eliseo, who I told you about in Argentina, the musician, where I recorded some affirmations and he's put music to them, and he's just sort of sent me like the first demo of it, and it is bonkers. It's so good. You know, I can hear my voice, and I know that it's not my biggest strength. I can hear it. I know it's very good for waking people up in the morning. It's very good for getting stuff done, because my voice can wake the dead. When my husband's Nana, it's a skill. My husband's Nana was getting very, very elderly, and she couldn't really understand anything. She didn't really know anything. She knew when I was in the room. She remembered my name and everything. It was so unlikely. She forgot her daughter, which was really bad because they lived together like their whole lives. They grew up together. But she could hear an Inbaal coming in. So I know that my voice is not necessarily the most relaxing.
I think you could do it relaxed. You got a beautiful voice.
Well, he had to sort of slow it. He's like, I made a few changes and now it's much better. And he put the music on the back of it. I think he's Aries, and he's completing it tonight, and it is so good. It's so good. And I feel like the year has worked so well for me that now in the middle of the year, in the Capricorn full moon, there are 2 creative projects with my name on them.
Yes. I'm
so happy.
This is awesome. And I think that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm definitely going to use your wealth oil on a candle, even if I don't get to do anything much, because if life doesn't allow doing much, having a nice candle, putting your lovely wealth oil under the full moon, that's the Capricorn magic tonight.
I'm telling you, the oil, you have to, even if it's just
so beautiful.
I'm so basic on it, just a little bit on my hand. I put a little bit on my hand when I go for a run, because then I know, well, there's no soap around me for at least an hour, so I won't be tempted to wash it off. A little bit on a candle that's going to go on. I relocated all the candles to one central area. We are needing the magic. Shall we do some messages? See how everybody else is doing on this Capricorn full moon. Nilda is saying good morning, blessings, everyone.
Good morning.
Mark, who was waiting for me to go live on Tuesday very patiently, which never happened, says, good morning, you lovely ladies. I hope that you're okay. Hello, everyone else. I hope that you guys are all okay as well. Please remember to like and subscribe so you know when Inbaal and Laura are on. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Grizz, who runs the channel, says you can support me by sending stars. Stars help me earn money to make more content. And we've got a really interesting message from Dahlia Rose saying, recently, in a deep altered state during Yoga Nidra, I saw a cat, a black cat, sitting down in the middle of my head, the pineal gland. I have my interpretation of this, but would love to hear yours.
What style I've been up to.
Yeah, that's it. Are you thinking that your kitty is starting to visit all of your friends little by little to make sure that she can journey on the other side as well?
Oh, I think she's been journeying. I think she's probably. I think
Always.
she's okay with it. But I love that. And do you want to go first? Sorry, I'm just charging in. You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm guessing, like, for me, a black cat is, of course, your intuition, but also the cat is the stealthfulness and the, landing on your feet. So this is sort of you becoming a lot more capable and connecting that sort of super capable side of your persona with the yoga, with the pineal gland. It's you sort of breaking boundaries in terms of potentially astral travel, in terms of potentially strengthening your magic. So that's how it connects for me. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I've got a little Basti sculpture here as well, by the ready to go. Yeah, absolutely. So for me, it feels like, how the cats, they almost like their journey between the worlds, isn't it? Just by their very existence, they can be in both worlds, and it feels like this is a space for you where through your altered state that you're able to journey between the worlds with the confidence and the stealthness and the sleek kind of cockiness of a cat. So I think it's actually giving you confidence in the ability to hunt, to get what you need to be able to do this. This isn't I don't feel like it's a real like, oh, can I do it? You're like, no, I'm ready now. There's an awakening of this kind of very feline or feminine energy that's fierce and strong and also adorable. So it feels like you're able to travel between those worlds. And again, maybe look into goddesses like Bast, who are ancient black cat goddesses who can help you with that as well, in connecting with the feline deities. But I love it. And also, I think you've got cat and cow in yoga, haven't you? I quite like doing cat and cow. Maybe it's being really literal.
Yeah. And the next thing will be a cow in another gland.
I like that. I'm happy with that. So
It's my dad's daddiest dad joke that, when you get like a bird pooping on you and he says, be thankful that cows don't fly.
That's funny. I'm good.
Right? Is that like the ultimate dad joke?
I love it though.
So Mark says a bit warm here in Yorkshire, isn't it? Even I'm drinking cold drinks today. Yeah, no, I've already had a hot coffee.
Okay, this is my first one, I think. So it's we had to go to the VETS first thing in the morning, so I didn't get a coffee. So I was like, coffee.
Yeah.
And I was saying VETS to you, like you're going to be afraid of the word.
I'm not scared, but yeah, the thingy. Visibel is Cappy.
Yes,
We the goat emoji. Yay. And exactly on the other side is Cancer here. And obviously, Capricorn full moon is always during Cancer season.
Yeah.
And another Cancer joining us is Sabrina, saying morning, happy full moon. It must be 4 a.m. where you are. Oh, I hope you sleep
morning.
Irene says Capricorns are more interested in something they don't know something and wanting to learn. Yeah, I guess they do have a thirst for knowledge.
Absolutely.
Saying, I have a lot of Capricorn friends. You're a lucky person.
Yeah. Do you have any Capricorn in your chart? Do you have any?
No, I have no Earth in my chart at all.
I've got very little Earth, but blooming Jeff Goldblum's back. Can't even deal with him.
What Earth have you got? I'm surprised you've got any Earth at all.
No, but I mean, it's not helpful. It's really not helpful. I mean, who'd want Jupiter in Virgo? No one.
Oh, I'm so surprised, because Jupiter should be so good at submitting their tax. Jupiter and Virgo are so good at submitting their taxes and stuff.
I think I do it. Just late last minute.
Yeah. but not happily. It's not like
happy. Oh no, there's no joy in it. I do it, but I think it could be in retrograde.
Right.
So I think
another tile falls into the mosaic.
I know that Saturn is retrograde in Virgo. Maybe Jupiter's not, but one of them are. Yeah.
So you have Saturn and Jupiter in Virgo. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my only earth. I don't think. But what a lovely astrologer said to me years ago about it, and it makes sense with what I do. It's like my passion for history is there, like going back in time, unearthing something and bringing it to the surface, like Saturn retrograde in Virgo. I was like, yeah, that's a good.
Yeah, and also you are incredibly disciplined. You're incredibly disciplined, not necessarily always in the healthiest of ways.
No.
Toxic disciplinacy, but not necessarily in the healthiest of ways. But I can see the Saturn in Virgo. When you say to yourself, I can definitely complete this book in 4 weeks. I can definitely write an entire book in 4 weeks. All I have to do is never sleep or pee.
That's it. Yeah.
It can be done.
It can be done.
Is no Saturn in Virgo retrograde. I'm a lot more confused about the Jupiter in Virgo.
I know.
I think that's more limiting than helpful.
Oh, it is. Jupiter's like, I'm going to get big. Have you got a list first? But I am quite self-sabotaging. I mean, I don't know that word, but I am quite hard on myself about doing things. So that probably comes from there.
That could be that Jupiter in Virgo where your expansive thoughts are halted with a little bit of logic. Let's sprinkle some logic into your magic. I don't want to. Just a little logic into your magic. But yeah, I've got no Capricorn at all. I've got none of them. I have a Virgo dad, so I can adopt lots of Virgo behaviors.
Yes.
Because I know what they look like on the outside, but thankfully I don't know what they feel like on the inside. I don't have that Virgo anxiety, like that self-judgment.
No. And Taurus, my mum's Taurus, so there's that. But also got Chiron in Taurus. So there's a understanding of Taurians. I know because when we go away with like a dear friend, Anna McKerrow, who's a Taurus, when I go away with her, I know what a Taurus needs. They need, and I'm the Aries, I'll pump up the airbed. I can do this, I can do that. I can't do all the posh stuff for it, but I can make this a comfortable thing for the Taurians because I know how to look after Taurians. That is something.
Yeah. You open the thingy, you're like, we have cake. Next to cake, we have bags of tea. That's it. The Taurus knows that they reached the 5-star, the pinnacle of existence.
So funny. So no,
I'm not going to ask you for anything more.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you remember when we went on holiday with your mom as well?
We went to Whitby, wasn't it? Near Whitby.
And do you know what she made the first night? A cake.
What was it?
From scratch.
Cake.
And I think, did she come with a cake and then she made like a lasagna? It was just so unlikely.
My mum is brilliant with food. My mum is absolutely
so good. I can still recall how I felt for that cake.
I know. My mum does a good cake.
The purest emotions I've ever had were in that cake.
And I can still taste that lasagna. It's so delicious. The cheese in it is sublime. Oh, yeah.
Sublime.
Yeah. There's a Taurus gift to the world is their food love. It's just.
I tell you what, my brother's a Taurus. My brother's an April Taurus. So an April Taurus kind of fall over themselves a little bit. He's very focused. He's very determined, but also really struggles to get from A to B, like in life. Anyway, about 6 months ago, apparently my dad sent me some pictures of him baking. Never seen that. The man is 48. Never seen that in my life. Now he's like full into baking, entirely commandeered the kitchen. We have pictures of types of bread, pictures of types of cake, many types of cookies. I don't know all the names for all the different types of cookies. And he's finally in middle age stepped into his Taurian destiny.
That's adorable.
It's so wholesome, isn't it?
Love it. If you're going to get obsessed with something, cookies is a good place to go.
It's a good place to start. I have such a complex relationship with food, but I know that when things are hard, it helps.
Yes.
It helps. Don't nobody argue with me. It helps. Immediately soothed, accepting, much less of a danger to the world.
Yeah. As we discussed before the show, my morphing into mother hen has become complete.
Mother chicken.
Literally mother chicken.
Irene says I have lots of Scorpion friends too. So Scorpios and Capricorns, both really intense signs.
Yes. Never a dull moment.
No, she says I make jewelry too. I love that.
It's that kind of sort of wielding, isn't it? The earth metals and creating something from it. It's so good. And yeah, it's a lovely Capricorn. Yeah, the most creative, interesting. And I think the Capricorn's the most creative and interesting people, the most self-deprecating I've ever met as well. Just like,
yeah, I think Capricorns have a struggle because as a Pisces, I've observed that it's Pisces and Capricorns that have like the most addictive personalities, and Pisces escape to that place of escapism because we're so much happier there. Capricorns go for the escapism because they just can't accept that they are like so the best at everything that they try to do. So their inner voice that said to them, do better, do better, do better, at least takes a break when they escape to the bad place.
Oh, Saturn having a go, isn't he? He's a
He's got his agenda. Simeon sent us a lovely message saying hello. And some horses.
Always wise.
All right. And Mark is...
Oh, yeah, totally agree.
Sending messages about the concert. I didn't know it was like his final concert. I
didn't know it was on live. You could live. I bought a ticket because I can't really go anywhere because stars.
Yeah.
I was a bit down at the weekend going, oh, I can't really do anything. And it was like, there's a festival. Come into my living room. So I got my friend over, we drank beer and we watched rock. And I was like, this is
brilliant. Amazing. Ooh, we've got a lovely question from Nilda saying, what should I be working on to better my energy this month of July? I appreciate all the insight you ladies give me. I love you.
So much love.
Let's see. Do a little question for the Nilda.
What you working on to better your energy in this month of July? Oh, I'm just going to go one card, which is
unprecidented. There is no precedent.
The president is gone. But I loved it because it's the Cancerian card. You know, you got the July energy and it's a Chariot. So it is the card of Cancer. And that kind of, I know it's not the full moon within this card, but there is a feeling of wholeness and fullness. So focusing your energy this month of July in the Chariot is saying it is time to go, go, go. It is time to make those changes, to embrace the changes that are coming in and know that you've done everything you need to do to get there. There's no one needing to prepare. That is holding all that wisdom and magic that you've accumulated over the last months, over the last year, and make that move, make that change. It's like, I love it on this card, her arms are opened up. So it's like, I am ready. There's no hiding. It's being unapologetically you. You've got the light and the dark. So with the light and the dark, there is knowing the deep journey you've been on, knowing the shadow, knowing the issues you've had to face and ready to bring them into the light. So there's a real balance energy there. So from this place, it's time to go. In a very practical way, it could represent some moves forward. So moving house or moving opportunities and going for it. But in a personal way, the energy this month is to fire up those cylinders, get excited about going up to that next level and enjoy that energy because you are really going places. So it's a perfect card for the full moon in Capricorn and the sun in Cancer.
And I love that your Chariot has got her arms open because my Fool does as well. So I've got a trio here. And the only one with arms is also embracing, welcoming. And it's showing, Nilda, that the thoughts and the self-esteem issues, they're trying to chase you. And it says to you, you know what? You are faster than they are. You can outrun them. And you're outrunning them in a really active way towards just happiness. And you don't have to have a goal like a house move or a business. Your goal can be just to be happy. It's a brilliant goal. It's a great fabulous goal. It's achievable. It doesn't need any supporting acts. You can just go for it. And it shows that within the next 10 days, there is a change. And so on the cusp of Cancer season and Leo season, you're going to feel a lot of empowerment. a little bit from the sunshine, but also from the water. Can you get near a lake, near the seaside?
So it's me going right in.
Yeah, there. I'm thinking the water because I could see the little sun here. And I thought, well, with the Leo, it is sunny, but here I'm seeing the water. So I want you on that seam where you can feel the sun on your face and the water at your feet. And that just fills you up. And, and you become that, that goal, that like legendary Nilda who is in your mind, who's in your imagination.
I love that.
Yeah.
I pulled you a full moon card, Inbaal.
Oh.
I pulled 3 with you because I couldn't just do the one.
That is
It
okay.
was a one-off thing. It was a one-off thing, the one card. That happens once every full moon, maybe. So your full moon cards, you've got the Dream of, like the Knight of Swords, like realistically, the Dreamer Prince. Look at all those ideas. Look at those thoughts and those visions and ideas. It feels like it's a really good time for you to plan the next stage of projects, or at least write them down and put them out to the universe. Don't have to do anything about them just yet. It just feels like get excited for the next things you would like to do. Maybe write a book, maybe do something like that. It just feels like pew, pew, pew. And then you've got the it's got the half moon, the 2 of Swords, maybe taking a bit of a step back to retreat and find out what feels right for you, but also ending with the 4 of Wands. So like you're saying about collaboration and good partnerships and a feeling of warmth and success and celebrating the successes that you've had. So
thank you. I love it so much.
Yeah, new ideas, new projects. Yay.
I have been making lists and also pulling up some old lists. And it's very, very true that I've got more collaborations going on now than I have done at any other point in my life. And I enjoy it so much. As somebody who always has to do everything herself, everything myself, it's a relief to do stuff together. I've got a couple of things that I kind of need to do. So the platform where I have my courses is not going to be free anymore. So in order to justify paying for a course platform, I kind of need to move my whole website to sit with that. So that'll be, it's a lot of cutting and pasting, but it's a lot of cutting and pasting when you're Pisces and when you drop things in the wrong, it all comes upside down. So I've got that, and I'm pretty sure there's something else huge that I can't even remember because when I think about all the cutting and pasting, my brain blanks out. That's that sort of black and white that you saw there, that darkness and light. That's me blanking out. But thank you so much. I feel a little guilty that I got you a card that's maybe not as exciting because it is death.
It's following me around. It's what I got.
It is the death card. And it says that in order to make room for all the incredible things that are coming up, some stuff is just going to have to go into storage or to the charity shop.
I've been doing a bit of clearing out, but not gone to take it out the house yet.
Yeah. Don't let me turn up on your doorstep. I'm brutal.
Oh, I need it. I need brutality, and in that way.
Awesome.
In that way.
And because this is a Scorpio card, then something is on its way. It sounds like a long way away, Scorpio, but it's not even like an entire.
No, the way the year's going by, it's
we're in a water sign right now. This is the next water sign. That's all you've got, and there's a big change coming.
Yeah,
possibly even in the house. So you want to be prepared. You want to have the space. I'm personally very excited to see who's moving in or what's moving in.
The sheep.
The species is not specified, but there are such huge changes coming that if you even think to hold on to everything you've got now, I can tell you from now it's not feasible.
No,
I'm not saying not realistic. It is realistic, but it'll make you very, very tired and exhausted.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, this is one of your Rooney dresses, or is it a top? Show.
Yeah.
If anybody maybe doesn't know your dresses.
Yeah, so I've got some really nice material, actually, especially in this really warm weather, because they're cotton. That's really nice for the heat. So I've got a selection of rune dresses and a couple of some deity dresses and t-shirts. If you go to my link tree, which is Laura Red Witch, you can find the link to the shop. They're really reasonable and they're really nice. You can get different colours. These are green and black, and I've got red and black. I mean, they've all got a lot of black in it.
Naturally.
Yeah, but yeah, you can, if you want one, they're very lovely, and they're very wearable for all. Put leggings with them in the autumn, no leggings in the summer. Happy days.
Fabulous. Love it. Sabrina says not 4 a.m. yet.
Bless you.
It has become 4 a.m. since you said that. Mark says, he's been looking at some little guys' charts, and they have shed loads of Aquarius like he does. That is interesting. Funnily enough, I was tidying the other day. By tidying, I mean looking for something. It's the Pisces tidying. On my way to try and find the plumber's number, I bumped into a whole bunch of like discount cards for play gyms that closed down 5 years ago, that kind of thing. And so I found all of my children's charts. And I, again, enjoyed how much Aries they all have and how loud our household is.
I'd say I'm sorry, but it's not even.
No, yeah, you didn't do it. You didn't come and scissor them out of me. Dahlia Rose, the NHS did. Dahlia Rose says, thank you for your rich and exciting interpretation. And, Mark says, never asked for reading, so let's do this.
No, of course.
Can you ladies just pull a few cards for me, just because, just see what comes through, just interested what comes through. Let's see.
Okay. Ooh, nice ones, Mark. Nice ones. So first one, 3 of Wands. Really love again, talking about Aries energy. 3 of Wands is a happy Aries energy, the excitement of moving forward, opportunities. It feels like some things are starting to fall into place, and that maybe there's some news coming through over. I'm really feeling more Leo time, so going end of this month into August, because actually even the next three weeks or so, which is beginning of August, I suppose, because then it's like takeoff time in August, and it's a busy month, but it feels like a lot of things not only falling into place, but are taking off for you. A lot of ideas or plans that you've had are starting to take off. And then finally, the 3 of Pentacles. So this is about building something better for you, for your future. What you're doing now is creating a stronger and better space for you in the future. So it has that excitement. I think you'll put a lot of energy into it.
Absolutely. So the building is very much there.
Nice.
Yeah, there's growth indicated. And it says that in the beginning, it was hard to even sort of get your brain to think in that building mentality, but you pushed it with a lot of gentleness. You didn't hammer it home. You didn't, sit in your own face and say, I have to do it. I have to do it. No, you looked at what you would enjoy doing, and hence we've got the growth. And this 8, I think, is extremely meaningful in your explorations of the Sabbath. And you'll know what I mean when I say that, Mark. So I'm very excited to see what comes up with that. I've got Alexis saying good morning.
Good morning, Alexis. Lovely to see you or hear your text. That's a great sentence, Laura.
And we've got a request from Sabrina saying, can I have a card for this full moon? Hopefully some miracles for the other half of the year.
Okay, sure thing. Let's have a look. We have a card for this full moon. Oh, I just want to pull the one, I think. But there's 2 coming out. And then there's 3.
It's funny how they multiply.
just happens. I don't know how it happens. But the first one was all I needed, really. Look at that beautiful Cancerian energy, the Queen of Cups, or the Dancer Queen, the gift of truth. And it's like a full moon around her, and the water and the emotion. So I know the full moon's in Capricorn, but we've got that, we are in Cancerian time right now. So it feels this is a time for you to be, I'm just going to let go of the responsibilities for a bit and allow yourself to be in that moon, that lunar energy. Allow the moon to kind of really channel something through you, whether you want to do a ritual, whether you want to dance, whether you want to cry, watch a movie. Don't make too many rigid plans, but allow yourself to be really in the moment and flow. Have an adventure, be by the water, or do whatever makes you happy. But the feeling is releasing something and speaking your truth and creating something very, very beautiful. I get that you're going to get through a period as a release from the Seven of Swords. We don't like the Seven of Swords. It's a very common card because it's either ourselves or the people undermining us and messing, that sense of betrayal, self-betrayal from other people. And that feels to be something that you're washing yourself clear of at the moment. You'll be your own best cheerleader now, Sabrina, I really think, because things are starting to fall into place and life is moving forward. So it's safe to be you. It's safe to allow yourself to be you, to express who you are. And it's time to do so because good things are coming.
Beautiful. So yeah, I've got a very watery card as well. And it's already on its second appearance.
Yeah. Not in my reading. Joking.
No, you got the death. You will enjoy the death. But this for Sabrina shows that you're reaching the end of a specific cycle, and that now it's really safe for your emotions to kind of get rebooted into the next cycle. And exactly like how Laura says, it's safe to be you. You are great exactly as you are, and the effortless effort is what will get you the results that you want, not with pushing, but with knowing that this is coming for you. So, yay. And we've got the message from Nilda that says, amazing, love it. That's the plan. I need to go to the beach and let the sun come in.
Oh, I love it. Do it.
Amazing. So we've got the full moon, but we are also experiencing, in my view, one of the most violent shadow periods ahead of the Mercury retrograde. Do we want to list all the different mercurial errors that have happened just in the last few days?
I mean, the thing is, we've got that you say the shadow of #doom for Mercury retrograde. We've also got Neptune retrograde in Aries and Pisces. That's me and you. And Saturn is also retrograde, coming into retrograde in Aries and Pisces over the next few days. So not only is it going to be the Mercury retrograde shadow, but you've got Saturn going back and joining Neptune. It's like, it feels like it's underworld emerging, doesn't it?
Yeah. And with Aries, I think a retrograde is not great at the best of times, but with Aries, it doesn't gently turn you backwards. It smacks you into place. This is what we're doing right now. So just this morning, at one bright part of the morning when I had a press request at the same time that I had to fix my hair for this, Hotmail, which has been my main email address since the 90s, where some of you were not even born, Hotmail decided that it was not working on my laptop. This is the laptop. It's still working on the phone, but the phone, first of all, the side button had changed to the AI secretary that I don't know how to work, instead of the side button being the on-off button it needs to be for the elderly. So I'm having to Google how to change side button. It tells me how to change side button. I then have to restart the phone, and the Hotmail is working, but it's small to write an article. The Hotmail is still not working there. 2 days ago, there was no way for me to log on to this platform because Grizz, who who runs the show was on a boat to Bermuda. This is not a joke. I know it sounds like Larry David wrote that sentence.
When you told me that, I was like, I knew it was not a joke. And that's why it was so fun.
Like, you know my humor, and you know it's not this highbrow. No, if I made it up, it would have something to do with a toilet. I'd be like, he's on a boat on his way to the toilet. No, the fact that it was on a boat to Bermuda just sort of made it so surreal and so like technologically, beyond the realm of possibility. And the platform that we used to broadcast was not connecting properly to him on his boat to Bermuda. So I was here. Another psychic was supposed to log me in. She got kicked off the admin privileges, and I've got a guest, like an incredible guest that I couldn't believe I've got him, and he's there, and I'm trying to sort of keep him sweet. So we've had that with the Mercury retrograde. I've got the hot mill not working with the Mercury retrograde, and that is just the tip of the iceberg. These are the two that are like singed into my brain right now. But all the different phones, because I used two phones for reasons that sounded really logical at the time. Nothing was working. I've had to restart everything. This thing is like 2 weeks old. I've had to restart everything, and I have my eye on the Mercury, but now that you're saying about the other retrogrades, I'm not happy with them either.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Just like, wow, wow.
Have you had any fun and games? Yeah,
I have. And the thing is, I'm so overwhelmed. I can't even remember them, but I know that they've happened.
Yeah, too painful to discuss in public.
I've kind of gone, Mercury retrograde. It's like it was just such really obvious things as well. We're like, of course.
Absolutely. And a good friend of mine, good friend of the show, a completely unrelated incident, had sent me a message in the week saying, is Merc retro? He was angry. I said to him, not yet, but very violent shadow period. Very uneasy
shadow period.
Calling on all of us to be humble.
It is. I did a reading for the week for my Patreon, and I was like, wow, it's like we're being really schooled, isn't it? The cards were like, we're going to throw you in the shit and then show you what you should be doing. Throw you in the shit, show you what you should be doing. And I'm like, all right.
This is exactly the kind of week where Bermuda is a good idea.
Probably a lot more sane.
How much worse can it be? It's a good idea. Moon Moggy John saying bit late. Sorry.
That's all right. Never apologize.
Ooh, I have the request for you. Dahlia Rose says, I've been thinking of Bast, even though I don't know that much about her. Would you mind telling me a little about her? Do you know an expert in Bast, Laura? Yeah, you cross your fingers. I'm putting you on full screen because
you see my Bast tattoo there as well. So there was lots of cat goddesses in Egypt, but usually, I mean, the original ones or the early ones were all lionesses and lions, mainly lionesses, but there were also lion gods, Sekhmet being one of them, but there actually were a heck of a lot of lioness gods and goddesses. Because cats were obviously amazing, but the wild cats, for their ferocity, for their power of the sun and transformation, and healing, and also warrior energies and hunting, were known for being they were very powerful. As time went on, people realized that cats kept the mice away. Cats protected the grains, the house. And so also they realized that cats were exceptionally fertile. How many kittens, does a cat have? So not that some people say that Sekhmet turned into Bast, but then Bast came about as the more slightly domesticated version of these wild cat goddesses. So she is also a solar goddess, though she got taken on by the Greeks, and therefore she morphed into a lunar goddess as well. But both work, the for the Egyptians, a feline is the solar power, but you can see that cats are very connected to the moon, so you can have both of those. And so she's more of the household goddess. Less, not saying any less fierce, though. We know what a protective mama can do with those claws. She is the huntress. She is the protectress. She's all about sensuality and also about the love and the house and the home. But her festivals were known to be the most drunken festivals that you'd ever seen. The stories of the people would go down, the priestesses of Bast would be on the Nile, and they'd be absolutely drunk as a skunk or as a cat over the Bast festivals. So she's also a goddess of excess, of partying, of playing as well. So that's, I've done a video on my channel about Bast, but that's my little tidbit before I get too carried away.
Amazing. So if I was going to say, if you're not watching on Laura's YouTube, but you are watching on Laura's YouTube, search the word Bast in the search thingy bob.
Yeah.
And if Mercury will allow you a search, which it might not, then you'll have all the information you need in a nice, handy, lovely video. Nilda is Scorpio. Ooh, Moonwongi John says,
yes.
I have Laura Top.
Yeah, we did a workshop the other week, and me and John were twinning because he was wearing his one and I was wearing mine as I was teaching. I was like, yes, all the best people are twinning in these. So there's men's range as well. They've got a couple of dragons on as well for the guys and the girls. So it's not just runes, but yeah.
Beautiful. Nina says, I was just going to say to you, my friend yesterday lost her Instagram completely, just vanished, couldn't log in, completely deleted. And she was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I was like, what you do is don't panic.
Yeah.
Mercury is trying to, it'll come back. It will come back. The Instagram will come back. Believe it's a faith-based relationship.
It's a mess up, not a tragedy, isn't it, at the moment? It's like things aren't happening in the way where it's forever gone. It was just there to mess your mind up a little.
Yeah. And another, I think, kind of less discussed Mercury retrograde thing, which I kind of like, is when it drags people from the past and dumps them in your life, much like how a cat brings a half-living, creature just pulled out of an egg or something gruesome. I kind of like it. I'm Pisces. I like, nibbling through the garbage, the human garbage of life. But yeah, have you had anybody creep back?
Not this time, not yet.
Brace yourself,
witches. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, she got the Instagram back, but it was more than 24 hours. It went at 7:30, came back at 10:30 the next day, so 27 hours. But it was 27 hours where you're really sort of flying by the seat of your pants, getting, what am I going to do? Do I need a backup? How am I going to get my entire, it's like losing the keys to your shop.
It is. And it's like a bit like, I think Mercury is sort of challenging us to keep our peace or to keep our focus in spite of the chaos, because it's like not easy to get dragged off in it. Then you've lost a day, haven't you? As well as lost your Instagram. You lost a whole day and your Instagram.
Exactly. That's it. I was saying to her, film some videos, go over like your other stuff and that. So yeah, at the moment, if anybody's keeping count, I have no Hotmail on my laptop, and it would appear that I have no Hotmail on the phone either. I would like to suggest that it might be a problem with Hotmail.
Yeah.
But anything is possible. Anything is possible right now. Bobby says, sorry, I skipped Nina. Sorry, I flashed you up and didn't you out. Nina from Goddess Diaries saying, caught you both live. Hey, ladies.
Yay. Thank you, lovely. Good to see you.
Bobby says, morning.
Good morning.
Mark says, you can tell Laura it's not a secret. Okay, but not in front of people. There's people. I'll tell Laura in private. Sabrina, excited, my sign. Craig says, hi, ladies. Namira saying, hello, ladies, watching from the Netherlands.
Hello, nice to have you here.
Namira. We're starting to run out of time, so I'm just going to flash up some more messages, and then maybe sort of send people with some some guidance. I don't even know why the phone is making noises. It's not doing anything.
Mercury is saying, hey, I know what you need right now.
Do. Look at this little screen that is at the moment useless except for the ringing. Bobby says, what's in the stars for me these next few days? Curious.
Okay. Let's see what's coming for you, Bobby, the next few days. Okay. Or just try and pull 2. Just leave it at 2. Leave it at 2.
You can do this.
Well, I like the first one particularly. So you like, ta-da! It's the King of Wands. In this, the Warrior King, which is a nice thing for that kind of fiery energy. It's saying go for it. It's very Leo vibes, actually. It's that sense of I'm going to go and be fabulous. I'm going to make things happen. It's a great your charisma, your sense of adventure, your power will be at a high over the next few days. So do good things with it. It feels like whatever that can be for you. It doesn't have to be, whatever's a good energy. If you want to get something out there into the world, if you want to express something, if you want to get a chore done, it is a time where you, even in spite of all these retrogrades, will manage to get it done. And maybe things unexpectedly will actually work out your way. You've also got the gift of healing as well, which I really like. You've got the Queen of Pentacles. So it feels like a really powerful time as well with relationships and with the home. There's a sense of adventure, but there's also a sense of coming back home and using that energy for creating a really lovely home environment. I do feel some big changes coming up for you, but I feel like what you're doing now is creating the foundations for the next chapter.
Amazing. So, yeah, what I've got for you, Bobby, is taking off the mask, being fully yourself, and then you've got something really interesting here. So I spoke before, I think, was it to Nilda, about that theme between the Cancer and the Leo, which is in 10 days' time. You have the Cancer card and the Leo card. And so the next few weeks are quite important for you. They're quite creative. You're putting together the blueprint for everything that will come after. So it's very much a preparation stage, it's very much a planning stage, but it's a planning stage that you approach fully as yourself. Yeah. Does anyone want you to be a little bit different to who you are? Well, they're out of luck. Yeah. Farewell.
I know you got the Leo vibes as well there, as well with the strength. We've got all that fire, like, I'm here.
Yeah, I think we've got some Leo creeping up. I was doing the horoscopes for September, October earlier this week, and I think we've got like a big Leo, Virgo, Libra thing sort of all going on at once. So where is this Mercury retrograde is already in Leo.
Yeah,
like Mercury is in Leo right now, if we're wondering why it's so no nonsense and and kind of hitting its own agenda. And the entire retrograde is going to be in Leo as well, and that will leave us with Mercury in Leo from 27th of June. Remember that in ancient history, when the phone did what you needed, the laptop did what you needed. So from 27th of June, Mercury in Leo until, if you don't want bad news, close your ears now, 2nd of September. This is the entire summer, or like what we like to call it in the UK, the entire week of summer. So, and by then, Venus will have been in Leo. When have we got Mars in Leo? Oh, Mars has already been in Leo and left. Venus in Leo.
My Mars in Leo. That's my happy place.
Really?
Yeah, my Mars is in Leo, and it's a happy, yay!
Yay!
Yeah! I mean, yeah, like, yeah!
Yeah. That's beautiful. But do you know what's happening? We are running out of time.
Oh, it is true. Yeah.
It's true. So, what are your plans for the rest of this unplugged week?
We'll see. We will see. I think we will see. That's the safest thing I can say. We will see what happens.
Yeah, amazing. Do you know what is actually good news? By the time your book is fully available,
yeah,
all the Leo will be finished.
All the retrogrades, well, the Mercury retrograde will be finished as well. Yeah, that's good.
Mercury retrograde will be over. Mercury will be firmly in Virgo, which is exactly where you want it.
Back to school vibes, isn't it then? It's like, yes, back to school, fully. Yeah.
Absolutely. But you can pre-order right now if, you know, if any of your devices are working.
Yeah, if you can, you know.
If you can, do. Amazing. Yes. So I'm going to flash up the rest of your messages over our closing credits. Wishing everybody
thank you.
A wonderful full moon.
Yeah, happy full moon, everybody.
Bye. Bye.